Why does your cat follow you into the bathroom every single time? Yes, it's funny, even a little strange, but behind that habit is something most owners completely miss. It's one of the most telling things your cat does all day, and it all traces back to a single reason. Get it wrong, and you might overlook exactly what they've been trying to show you this whole time. Let's start with that room itself. 1. That room smells the most like you. Have you ever noticed your cat go quiet the second they step into the bathroom behind you? Here's the thing most people never stop to think about. Your bathroom is the single most concentrated pocket of your scent in the entire house. Your worn clothes end up there, your damp towel hangs there, the warm, humid air holds on to every trace of you long after you've already walked out. To your nose, it's just a room. To your cat, it's basically a scent portrait of you, painted floor to ceiling. And that matters more than you'd guess, because cats don't experience the world the way we do. They read it through smell first. Their sense of smell leaves ours embarrassingly far behind, and a huge portion of their brain is dedicated to decoding odor. So when they trail you in there, they aren't simply following your feet. They're stepping into the most concentrated version of you that exists anywhere in their entire territory. Here's why that settles them so much. To a cat, a familiar scent isn't just pleasant, it reads as one single word: safe. It quietly tells their nervous system that this space belongs to their person, and nothing here is a threat. That's why some cats will flop straight onto the bath mat, slow blink, and look weirdly content in the least glamorous room in your house. But scent is only the doorway. On its own, it doesn't explain why they pick you specifically out of every warm, familiar spot in the house. That answer is the actual reason this whole video is building toward, and by the final point, it's going to reframe everything you thought this little habit was about. For now, hold on to this. The smell pulls them in. Something deeper makes them stay. 2. You sitting still is rare, and they know it. When was the last time you sat completely still around your cat? No phone, no chores, no reason to get back up. Be honest. Your day is basically a blur of motion to them. You're up, you're pacing, you're grabbing things, you're walking out the door. From your cat's point of view, you're a busy, hard-to-pin-down creature who's almost never fully available. And then, once a day, something remarkable happens. You walk into a small room and you sit down. You stop. To your cat, that's a genuinely rare open window. Suddenly, you're not going anywhere. You're at their level, contained in a tiny space, with your attention finally unhooked from everything else. For a creature that studies your patterns far more closely than you probably realize, that stillness is almost impossible to resist. It's one of the only moments in the day they can reliably reach you, and cats are experts at reading exactly these openings. They learn your rhythms with unsettling accuracy, the sounds, the timing, the little cues that mean you're about to sit still. Researchers who study the cat-human bond have found that cats pay close attention to our behavior and quietly adjust their own around it. That bathroom trip becomes a predictable slot where you're guaranteed to be present, and they claim it. So the next time they slip through the door and settle in while you sit there, understand what's actually happening. They're not being nosy. They're cashing in on one of the only guaranteed moments of your undivided attention that their entire day offers. And hey, before we move on, if this is already making you rethink that little bathroom habit, hit like and subscribe so we can reach more owners who deserve to know the one real reason that cat keeps following them. 3. A closed door drives them completely up the wall. Why does a simple closed door turn your calm, dignified cat into a paw-shoving, meowing mess at the threshold? You've seen it. The door clicks shut, and within seconds there's a paw fishing under the gap, a low complaint, maybe a full-body shove against the wood. It looks dramatic, almost funny. But there's a real reason behind the meltdown, and it has nothing to do with what's on the other side. To your cat, your home isn't a collection of separate rooms. It's one connected territory they hold in their head as a single map, and they expect open access to every corner of it. A closed door doesn't just read as a door. It reads as a piece of their world suddenly sealed off, with no warning or explanation given. That loss of access is genuinely frustrating to them, the same way it grates on us when something we rely on gets blocked for no clear reason. Now stack one more thing on top. The person they're most bonded to just disappeared behind that barrier. So it isn't only territory that got cut off, it's you. From their side of the door, a chunk of their map and their favorite creature vanished in the exact same second. No wonder the paw comes out. Here's the part that flips it. That frantic scratching isn't your cat being difficult. It's protest, specifically about being separated from you. And that hints at something bigger, the thing this whole video keeps circling back to. Why does your absence behind one thin door rattle them this much? Hold on to that question. The final point is about to answer it completely. 4. They're strangely obsessed with your sink. Why does your cat suddenly turn into a fascinated little scientist the moment you turn on the tap? You know the look. They hop up, lean over the basin, and stare into the running water like it's the most captivating thing they've ever witnessed. Some dip a paw in, some try to drink straight from the stream while completely ignoring the perfectly good bowl you filled an hour earlier. In the bathroom, the sink becomes their own private theatre, and you didn't even sell tickets. There's real logic underneath the quirk. Cats are pulled toward moving water, and a lot of them genuinely prefer it over the still water sitting in a bowl. One common idea is that running water reads as fresher and safer to them, an instinct that would have served their ancestors well, since a moving stream was less likely to be stagnant than a still puddle. Whatever the exact driver, the flow flips a switch in them. Then there's the sensory buffet the sink offers on top of that. The cool surface under warm paws, the sound of water hitting porcelain, the tiny droplets they can bat around and chase. For an indoor cat living a fairly predictable life, that little basin is a genuine burst of novelty and texture, right at the exact moment you happen to be standing there beside it. 5. You're their safe place, and this proves it. So why you specifically? Out of every room, every warm surface, every familiar corner of the house, why do they choose to follow you? Here it is, the one reason everything has been building toward. Your cat follows you into the bathroom because you are their safe base. Not a roommate they merely tolerate, not a food dispenser with legs. You're the anchor their entire sense of security is tied to, and the bathroom is simply the one place where that truth becomes impossible to hide. This isn't a feel-good guess. Researchers at Oregon State University ran a study, published in Current Biology in 2019, testing exactly how cats respond to their owners. They placed cats in an unfamiliar room, had the owner leave, then return. The same basic method used to measure attachment in human infants. The results surprised a lot of people who still assume cats are fundamentally aloof. About 65% of the cats tested were securely attached to their person, almost the exact same rate seen in human babies. Their owner functioned as their source of safety in an uncertain environment. Now look back at everything you just learned, because it all snaps into place. The scent that calms them in that room, the way they seize the rare moment you finally go still, the meltdown at a door that puts you out of reach, the pull to be wherever you happen to be. These were never separate quirks. They were 4 expressions of exactly one thing. You are their secure base, and following you around is simply how they stay tethered to it. So the next time your cat pads in behind you and settles at your feet in the least private moment of your entire day, remember what you're actually witnessing. Not nosiness, not a weird little habit. A small creature telling you, in the only language they have available, that out of the entire world, you are the one they feel safest beside. And now, you finally know exactly how to see it.